Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. I'm Tristan. Hope you're having a good day. Today it's a combination. I got to coach two agents today separately, and I'm combining the advice that I gave them based on their knowledge, their experience, and what they're great at, and then obviously what I can put in as far as what's working based on what we're doing. So this will be a good one. Pay attention because it's very relevant to the current atmosphere we're in. And I won't give you any names, but I will give you locations so that you know what areas and if it applies to you. And this episode is brought to you by brillianttribe.com. Check us out, where we do all different types of coaching and community building and social media. And if you're a big company listening in, we help out those too. Like we help out Follow Up Boss and a whole bunch of other companies. Let's get right into this. So I'm not even going to tell you, but agent number one, agent number two, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I told each one separately. I'm going to tell it to you combined. Agent number one is out of California, the San Jose, the Silicon Valley area. He's been an agent there for 11 years. And then agent number two is out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they've been an agent there for, a little bit. I think it's 7 years. Could be wrong. Here's the situation. Both of them are experienced, and both of them are doing decent. They just hit a little bump, so they're not doing well right now. Just over the last maybe 30, 45 days. They don't want it to last longer, so we jumped on the phone to talk about the things that could be done so that they can get to that next step and keep it consistent, right? That's the number one thing we always want to just hey, can we just get more closings, please? So here are the things. Agent number one, actually both agents, let's start with this one because it applies to everyone. They both have a good following on social media. And I think the key to this is sometimes we fall off a little bit from the consistency of showing up daily, or the consistency is just not hitting the audience anymore. And this is where I need you to have more than one pillar. I need you to have 3, 4, 5 different things that you're consistently cycling through, 3 that are normal, and then the 1 or the 2 that you're always testing out and bringing in. And for both of these agents, I went down and I said, well, where do you want to attract your clients from? Where's it going to be? And when the San Jose one looked, he said, well, it looks like most of our people are coming in from New York and San Francisco. I said, great. Let's go with the New York one. What would a New Yorker need to know about San Jose, about living here, about moving from New York to here? Let's do a lot more of that content, because somebody coming in from New York, what are the laws here? How is it to buy a house here? How is this completely different? And then the same thing for New Mexico. Where are people coming in from New Mexico? They're coming in from California. So if I'm moving from California to New Mexico, I'd like to know what's different there. It feels like it would be very different, right? The food, maybe the temperature, maybe the things that I need to watch out for living in an area like that. And you've got to get into the details. If you're moving in from another area to California, I would say in Southern California, you've got almost every home needs a termite inspection. And I don't know if that's everywhere, but that's certainly something that we're going to be watching out for, right? And you're probably going to need fire insurance, and that insurance is hard to get. And you're probably going to need earthquake insurance and other things like that. So these are the things that people that don't live here, that if you want to attract them on social, you've got to talk about, right? And so now think about your area. What are things that you can talk about that attract people based on your knowledge, based on where you live, based on where you do business? That's how you start attracting from other areas, because the algorithm's so great right now on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Facebook, not so much, but Instagram. Those 3, that's where I would go. Short videos daily and circulate. Like, what else can you talk about in your area? What else are you great at? What What do you love to do in your area that connects with now locals, right? So that content needs to be specific. Next, I said, this is to both of them. I said, what about open houses? Open houses are doing great right now because we're looking at data, right? Applications are definitely up right now. A lot more people are putting in their applications to get a loan. It's dramatically different than it was a year ago, which is amazing. And it's great. It's been up, I think, 3 weeks in a row. And so knowing that more people are out looking to buy, that means open houses are attracting more people. And I know what you may be thinking, which is, Tristan, it's true. But how do I talk to them in regards to signing something? Or Tristan, how do I talk to them to get them to that next step to work with me, right? And so this is where you have to practice, right? I think we did 2 sessions on this earlier on. And I don't know what episodes those are, but in how to talk to people at open houses. But definitely something that I would look at, not in all markets, right? Now, specific to California, I know the San Jose market's still doing well. The New Mexico, Albuquerque market's kind of slow, but still open houses at a certain price point doing very, very well. So now you start thinking, okay, got it. I understand what you're saying. You're looking at the data, Tristan. You're looking at what we're great at. And now I would also challenge you and say, well, what about your current database? Which is where we went with these 2 agents. What about your current database? What are you currently doing to offer them value and nurture them? Doesn't matter if you've only got 50 people or thousands. What are you continually sending them that's value driven? Where are these people located? Are they all in one area? Are they all in Southern California? Like mine are. Mine are actually spread. But what are you sending them? And is it a newsletter? Is it something that's custom? Is it videos? Is it a combination? Maybe you want to send them to the videos that you created on YouTube or Instagram. I don't know. But the point is, you've got to be sending them something routinely. And it has to be value driven. It has to be something that you are creating. I have time in my calendar where it says time to create content. That means I'm thinking through. If it's not video content like this, because I actually plan this out, right? Then it's newsletters or short videos or texts that I send out. But it's content. And I think that's where you have to take the time in your calendar and say, the content I'm creating is going to then create relationships because it connects with the right audience that then gives me more business. That's how you have to think. Anyway, those are the 3 things I wanted to touch on. I wanted to impress on, if that's a phrase. But anyway, oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you. The book, Real Estate Prospecting, my book, the book, the Audible was just released. And I just posted it up on Lab Code Agents. I texted it to a lot of you, so you may have gotten it. If you don't have it, I read it, and now I was listening. I'm like, oh, damn it. I wish I would have done a little bit better with it. But it's my first time reading the book. I'm like, hi, my name is. It's not as great, but play it like at 1.1 speed, 1.2, and it plays pretty nicely. I'm like, okay, that's a better rate of speed. Anyway, check it out. It's on Audible, Real Estate Prospecting. We'll talk again tomorrow.